Hi, I'm Fiona from Kids Club English, and this video is for teachers who are looking for engaging activities to use on the topic of food and restaurants. By the end of this video, you'll have lots of inspiration for the kind of activities that you might like to create yourself, and you'll also know exactly what's in this pack. So if you like what you see, you'll be able to get a copy yourself at kidsclubenglish.com, and the link is in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I was really excited about this pack. It was really good fun doing this with my learners. So we did a series of activities in here to prepare for a restaurant performance. So doing this in the past, you know, it works with little preparation, but using these activities, it really helped equip them with the language that they needed. So it was really good fun. Anyway, here we go. So there are 10 different resources here. So each of them have got different variations and different ways you can conduct them. Possible language focus, so I was trying to develop this different functional language and of course a vocabulary and other restaurant language. There's a sample lesson outline, so this is kind of the plan that I more or less followed with my students, and there's the learner outcomes there. So over a series of classes we completed the activities and each one was kind of building on the next. During all of that they're preparing the props they need for the restaurant role play at the end. So we've got suggestions there for how you can conduct the drama, how you prepare the characters, how you can prepare the scene, a suggestion for the different events in the story. Okay, so that's just to support you. Of course, you could do whatever you like. Then the first one is this menus craft. So the idea is to revise the main food language, I guess. So different suggestions about how you can do this in an interactive way. You've got menus that you can just print and go. And then these ones where they use it as a matching activity. So they read and match, or you read the word and they find the picture to match. And we've got version there with less colour, so it's easier on the ink. Then the restaurant specials, so these provide like a nice opportunity for the students to choose which dishes they want to appear in their restaurant drama, rather than the ones that are provided on the menu there. So there's different templates that you can choose from depending on how big or small you want these to be. So they could be doing their favourite food, writing about the ingredients, drawing a picture. Okay, and then these, print them and you could use them in the role play at the end. Okay, you've got this one, you could have several favourite dishes. Okay, and then we've got the disappearing dialogue. So this aims to help practice and introduce them to and practice ordering language. There's a PowerPoint that comes along with this pack if you decide that you want it. And there's a lot of suggestions there about how you can drill that language and how you can do this disappearing dialogue practice with them. But you've also got this sheet, which is basically the complete dialogue. That I did actually use in class as well, so I just cut up the different bits and we did an ordering activity with that. So ordering and constructing the dialogue. So this one is really to help them get a written record of the ordering language. I had them do this and stick the record on the back of the board games that you'll see later. So it just provides a nice reference for them to help them and support them when they're doing other activities or even in the role play itself. So you've got different ways, different versions of this depending on the support they need. So these ones, they gap fill with the words that are there for them. These have all the words taken away, so they have to complete the whole lot. And these ones with the first letter but no word prompts. Okay, And then you've got this version as well, which can be done as a cut and paste activity with the different words and phrases. Okay, then there's a board games craft. So there's lots of different ways that you can conduct this. And we've got lots of different suggestions there. So you can use this in conjunction with the menus, you can use it with the mini cards, you can have them doing it like a game, you can have them practicing the dialogues while they're doing it. You've got board games that you can just print, again, one with less colour. And you've also got these ones where you can do it as a cut and paste activity. So you can have one waiter, being sent off to collect a dish from the kitchen while the customer's at the desk with the board game, placing their orders, and then they swap over and they complete that. And there's the fine stick pictures there. And multiple copies. If you've got many students in your class, it's just easier for you to chop up. And there's a bigger version. Okay, so obviously that includes more practice. And then we've got problem cards. So like this restaurant role play can be a bit silly, so we can have some crazy problems. So we've got these problem cards and some different suggestions for how you can use them. The idea with these is that you can either print them and use them as cards on their own, and then the students practice the language by creating their own sets. Okay, so you've got these ones, problem cards 1, problem cards 2, and then you have these ones that they have a gap fill. So you can have these prompts up on the board if they need the support for spelling or they can't remember what the word was. And again with the problem cards 2. And these ones involve them reading, so they've got the full text, but then they have to match with the correct picture. Okay, so some different ways you can practice with those. These ones are for them inventing their own problems, because they've probably got lots of other ideas for things that could go wrong in a restaurant. And these are the card backs. Okay, then we've got listen and order activities. So with this pack, there are 2 different audio types, but within those there are variations, again to help scaffold the level of difficulty for your learners. You've got suggestions for what they can do before they're listening, the pre-listening activities, and different suggestions for the different worksheets, and of course for after the activity, what you can do to really exploit these. So this one, they listen and they number the pictures. This one's limited to 6 different utterances, okay, so it's easier. And again, instead of pictures, only the text. And again, the simpler form. And then finally this one, where they have the whole sentence written there, they write the number, and afterwards they decide who's speaking, the customer or the chef. So all of this is helping to familiarise them with more language that can happen in the restaurant. Okay. So then we move on to the restaurant dialogues practice. So this is with the audio 2 recordings. Again, you've got a lot of different suggestions there for how you can use these. So the idea with the previous ones is they're helping practice being able to recognise that language, and these sheets are designed to help them practice that language. So we've got suggestions for how you can use this worksheet interactively, but of course it could be a reference. And there's the one with the simpler dialogues, just with the 6 different utterances in 3 different dialogues. You've got this gap fill version. Okay, so again, you can use these with the audio. So you could try and complete, then listen and check, but you can check the activity suggestions. You've got prompts there as well, so that can help them complete the gap fill. And then finally at the end, we've got the
different card sets. Okay, so you've got lots of different suggestions there for how you can use these cards, different games you can play. So we've got all the food that appears in the menu and on the board game, and you've also got some key other vocabulary for props you might need and for people that work in the restaurant and different objects. Okay, and then you've got the text cards as well, card backs, and another game there, and the flashcards in A5 form. Okay, so all of this really helps prepare them very well for a really fun role play, drama performance activity. So, like, you know, they'll feel really confident after doing this, they'll practice lots of language functions, and they'll be really keen to show off and put on a little play.
So, there you have it. I hope you've got lots of inspiration for activities that you might want to create yourself. And if you like what you saw, you can take a closer look on kidsclubenglish.com. The link is in the description below. You'll also find lots of songs and other resources to help you in your teaching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you'd like to hear about other resources and also our teaching tips series. Okay, thank you for watching.